lovers of budget cars and bikes, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review on a new bike that's just turned up. Well, new to me obviously, but not new to the channel necessarily, because we have actually done a review on the Honda VTR Firestorm previously, about 2 years ago, but I was never overly happy with that review because there was a bit of an issue. I mean, I wasn't actually doing as good, as it were, reviews, the videos as it were. I didn't do the intros, I didn't do the subscribe buttons. I was just kind of getting into the whole YouTube thing, and they weren't brilliant reviews at that point. And there's a few that I'm not overly happy with, and this, or rather the other one of these, is one of those. So I'm going to link it in up here anyway if you want to have a little look at the other one of these I've already owned. It is a 1998 Honda VTR Firestorm, as I say, with 32,000 miles and a full MOT. It's just arrived, literally. That was the truck just leaving there who's delivered it here. Now, this is, or can be, one of the pitfalls of buying a bike that you've never actually seen, and I couldn't go and see this, as is the situation with pretty much 95% of the bikes I buy. I don't actually get to see them physically before I buy them. I ask for videos, as many photographs as I can. I ask it all I must be really bloody annoying, quite frankly, when I'm buying a bike. And as I said, I ask as many questions as I can, and I base my decision on the video, generally speaking. And if the video's not good enough, I'll ask him to do it again, because when you're distance buying like this, you need as much info as you can get, because there have been bikes that have turned up and I've gone, oh Christ, that's not quite what I expected. But generally speaking, I think 90% of the bikes I've bought distance, as in not seen before, I think I've been lucky, or I've made very good judgment calls in that respect. And I think so far, I mean, as I said, it's just literally arrived now. I think so far it's not looking too bad. There's a couple of things I'm not massively happy with, because again, when I first started this channel, I was chopping up little bits and bobs here, modifying stuff, and I'd realised that's not really the way to go on these classic old bikes. You need them as original as possible, and as you can see, someone's decided to put these very nice flat indicators on the front and these little bullet ones on the back, which are about £5 a set off eBay. These stickers here are Cornish flag stickers. They don't belong here, obviously, and they may well be covering something up, but I might try and take those off. The rest of the paintwork, though, as you can see, there's been an old pad on here, but there's a new one on there now. It looks all right. As I said, I've not touched this bike yet. I've just literally ridden it up and down the road to make sure it actually rides as it should do. Those aren't the original stickers, I don't think. If I look back at my original one, I don't think they're right. And also, if you see those water streaks down there, now if you refer back to the CBR 1100 Super Blackbird I did recently, I'll link it in up here, there's a whole series about that, and I'll show you, well, I've told you there, how to get rid of that kind of stuff there, because you can't just kind of rub it off, it doesn't come off. This is the sort of stuff I'm talking about here. I'll show you, or I'll advise you how to get rid of that. It needs a bloody good clean. It needs some degreaser all round here. The wheels look to be in pretty good nick. It's got a carbon chain guard, and it's got a pyramid carbon rear hugger as well, and a little funky number plate at the back. I'm glad it's got this seat cowl here. I do like a seat cowl on a bike. I don't take passengers, so for me that's brilliant. This is going to be very much like the CBR 1100 Super Blackbird. It's going to need some love. These calipers at the back here, they're going to need a little bit of love as well. Not repainting by the looks of things. Everything looks to be fine there. It's not going to need repainting. The shock looks brilliant. The frame looks brilliant. The front Nissans also look very good, but need a very good clean. The discs look great. There's no nasty scratches, but there are a couple of things that I don't like. These. Not a fan, I have to say. I don't know what I'm going to do about those. I could take them off, not sure. The levers are fine, although the brake doesn't bite until about there, so that's something you need to get used to. And this, no. I'm really, I think I could live with the screen, but not with these bolts. But again, very easy to change. It's 4 bolts. You can just pick them up off eBay, and you're done. Now, the thing with these older bikes, the first thing you notice is the myriad of electrical bits and bobs that are just sticking out and hanging about all over the place. Those are obviously the indicator ones, I imagine. That often happens, of course, when you stick aftermarket indicators on. You get a myriad of wires everywhere. But adjustable front shocks, as you can see, a nice little carbon yoke protector here. I think I've got the key in my pocket. If you remember back to the original video I did on my last one of these, halfway through the video I couldn't actually start the bike because this little bit of switchgear up here had been sat around for a while, and this little bit of switchgear here actually got stuck, and I couldn't actually start the bike because that was all the contacts inside were all buggered and I couldn't start it, which was highly amusing and very embarrassing. But as you can see, this is looking all right so far. As I said, it's just turned up. This is a quick impressions, first impressions as it were. I've not ridden it. We are going to take it out. There's going to be a part 2 on this. There might even be a final thoughts, because I'm trying to kind of do that now as opposed to just doing one video. I'd like to kind of show you the bike when it arrives, take you out for a ride with me, and then maybe do a quick 6-minute video on what I think of the bike, as it were, because I didn't do that in the first one, but it's something I think is going to be of interest to you guys. Drop it in the comments if you like that kind of whole format, or whether you'd just like me to just do one big video for 20 minutes doing the initial impressions, the ride, and the final thoughts. I think it's better to split it up into maybe 3, 6 to 8 minute videos, but again, drop it in the comments, let me know what you think. Aftermarket exhaust Delkovich. I do like a good Delkovich on a big twin like this, because obviously this is a 1000cc V-twin from Honda, super reliable, 32,000 miles, got an MOT. I've just made some space in here. Might as well show you my new little pad for my bikes. I've just done that there as well, because there isn't a huge amount of room in this garden. Now I'm going to have to pop into the house, so I'll point you down for a second, and we are going to try to find the keys, because I don't know what I've done with them. Bear with me a sec. Alright, we found the key. Finally, up and down the stairs 10 times. You know how it is. There's 3 keys with this, but it doesn't really make any difference. There's no kind of immobiliser on these. This is a 1998 bike after all. It's an old girl. But it's in bloody good nick, I've got to say. The tyres, very good, both front and back. It needs a bit of a love. I think give this a good old foam jet wash thingy, snow foam. Give it a good old polish and see where you are then, because I mean, as I said, a lot of this, you'll see my other videos, you know I can get a lot of this back to looking stupendous again, and I intend to, and then we'll see where we are with it, because I do love these big old V-twins. We'll talk about prices in another video. There's no point in getting into that now. This was just literally a first impressions video, just to show you what's arrived at my door. There is something incredibly exciting coming in about 2 weeks time as well, which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all these sneak kind of pics. I mean, you know, before this video goes out, it will be on Instagram. I'll put a couple of pictures up on it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll get to see what I'm up to, how I clean stuff, new projects that are coming that I haven't uploaded videos for. So well worth, you know, just follow me on Instagram. The link is on the banner photograph for the YouTube site. So just click that link and it'll take you straight there, and just follow me, and then you'll see all the stuff that other people don't see. Anyway, let's start this big old girl up, and we'll have a little listen to these Delkoviches. It probably won't bloody start now, of course. Love that big old V-twin burble. Twin exhaust, twin shotguns as I like to call them. It looks like the baffles are actually still in. Yeah, they are. So if you took those out, that would sound ridiculous. But we'll give it a quick rev. So you can imagine that, without the baffles in, is going to be somewhat obnoxious, but I might do it on a video just for you guys. Yeah, whip those baffles out, and I might just do a quick start up and de-baffle these Delkoviches and let you know what that sounds like as well. Let's turn that off a little bit before we wake everybody up. It is a Sunday after all. So that's it for this first impressions on the 1998 Honda VTR Firestorm, which, you know, I've had one of these. I do like them. They're a bit low down here, but as I mentioned in the previous video, you can get risers, or you can get the VTR 800, or VFR, sorry, 800 bars, or clip-ons as it were, to put on there, and it does lift it up a little bit. I'm going to ride it and see what it's like again. From memory, I don't remember. So I'm going to ride it again, and we'll go out on it. I've just got a new camera as well. I've got an Insta360R camera. So I'm hoping to take you out on that with a 4K video, better microphone, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to put the 360 mod on somewhere. I'm going to clip it up here and pull it all the way up here, and you'll see an overview of me. It's going to be all very exciting anyway. So I'm going to put this into a little series. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and you'll see what I think of it as a ride along, what I think of it, final thoughts. You'll see the 360 edited videos of all that kind of stuff. And as I said, if you're not following me on Instagram, do that, because I'll put a sneak peek picture of the next bike that's coming in a couple of weeks as well, because what I tend to do is over the winter months I might have 2 or 3 bikes sitting outside waiting for a little bit of work to be sold in the spring. I like doing that because there's no emphasis on having to go out for a ride, because it's winter, isn't it? You know, and when you're an old man, you don't ride in the winter, and I can't afford to insure 3 bikes. Anyway, that is it. The VTR 1000 Firestorm. It's just arrived. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and we will catch up with this, and you'll come out for a ride with me in a couple of weeks when I do the next one. As I said, if you haven't subscribed, then then consider doing that. Give the video a thumbs up, like and share, all that kind of nonsense, and we'll catch up again with this beautiful big blackbird. Well, it's not a blackbird, is it? It's a black bike. We'll catch up with this Firestorm in about 2 weeks' time. All right, guys, thanks for watching.